Hello, leaders. It's time to start our weekly Connect for July. We're going to do God's Olympics this whole month. So it's going to be a really fun month. We're going to be playing a lot of games with the kiddos and learning some of God's truths as it relates to the Olympics because the Olympics are coming up next month. So we thought this would be a fun way to get us all pumped up and ready for those Olympics. So when your kids come into the room, because it is a new month, we are going to have their new memory verse. And of course, look at the Olympic torch. It's 1 Corinthians 9:24. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. So they're going to color these, cut them out, get them ready so they have their own Olympic torches, and encourage them to keep those all month long so that they can learn those verses. Then that's what we're doing before story. Then you're going to go right into story time. Your connect question this week is, what sports or activities do you do best? And then we're going to start talking, giving a brief overview of what the Olympics are about and talk a little bit about how the Olympics began and what it means as Christians to run the good race. So we have a lot of scriptures to read. Look at your lesson and go ahead and read those over. We're going to talk to the kids about having self-discipline. So what mostly we're going to be talking about is keeping distractions away. So we know when we live in this world, we're going to have a lot of distractions, but the key point that we want to get to the kids is to be able to live with those distractions, but not be distracted by those distractions. So to be able to keep their eyes focused on Jesus and keep walking and running the correct race that we are supposed to be running with Jesus and God in our minds and our hearts and running towards Him. So we talk all about that. We do a fun game. There's a fun demonstration during the story. So if you are the storyteller, you will have two balls and you're going to be kind of showing the kids what we're going to be doing after story. It's the activity that we have after story as well. But you're going to be trying to bounce both balls and talking and just showing how distractions, there's distractions in the world. And that will lead us right into our after story game, which is having races. This is our Olympic challenge. The kids are going to be racing with balls. So you should have 4 balls in your room when you arrive. And the kids, you just form 2 lines and have the kids do an obstacle course. So they'll go down one length of the room, bouncing one ball with their left hand, one ball with their right hand, and then they'll turn around and then they'll place a ball between their legs and then bounce the ball back, whichever hand is their dominant hand. Just bounce the ball back to the beginning and pass it off, and you can just have like a little relay race with the kiddos doing that. That's what we're going to do after story. Before you go back to your classroom, though, you obviously have your worship and offerings, so look at the DVD and sing some of those new songs. We have a lot of songs that kind of pertain to the Olympics and about fighting the good fight and running the correct race. So look those over, do some of those, talk about where your offering is going, and then you can give your blessing, which is from 1 Corinthians 7:35. I am saying this for your benefit, not to place restrictions on you. I want you to do whatever will help you serve the Lord best with as few distractions as possible. So that's the blessing you're going to give to the kiddos. It's all written out for you. You can write that right up. At the end, when you have time after you're finished with your game, if you still have time, we do have a little prompting here for our prayer time. Don't forget to be writing down information in your prayer journals as well, making sure that all of the prayer journals are getting filled out. And I know you have new classes because we just promoted, but keep those prayer journals on hand so you can show the kids how some prayers have been answered in the upcoming weeks. If you still have time, or if you'd like to have the kids mark in their Bibles what we're going to be working on next week, our Bible work is 1 Corinthians 15:57 through 58, and we will continue on with our God's Olympic theme and continue on with that. So happy preparing for your lesson. I'll be preparing right along with you as I'll be teaching this Sunday as well. So thank you so much for all you do for Crossroads Church and their children, and have a great week. Thanks.